Hi, I'm Briony Kennedy, the founder of Adorn Cosmetics, and today I want to talk to you about primer. So what is it and what does it do? The primer in Adorn Cosmetics range is called the Hydration Plus Skin Moisturizer and Primer. So it's a 2-in-1 product, which is fantastic because we're all a little time poor. So essentially what a primer is a base coat, okay? I like to use the analogy of painting on raw wood. You wouldn't do that without a base coat first, simply because wood has different elements. Some are more porous than other areas of the wood. So if you popped paint color straight onto that, it would be very uneven in the result. Skin is very much the same. So we have drier areas, we've got oilier areas, we've got large pores in some spots, especially around the nose. So a primer is essentially a base coat that helps to even out all the different textures of the skin. And the added bonus with the Adorn primer is that it's also a moisturizer, so you don't need two separate products. We don't use silicone in our primer, as we don't use any sort of petrochemical based ingredients, and silicone sits on the skin and feels quite greasy. So the primer is there to get the makeup result to the best that it can be. So it gives you a much more even foundation result. Now, if you don't wear foundation, you can still use this particular product as a moisturizer. If you have a moisturizer that you want to use with this, you can do that as well. That's completely fine. And you can still use this over the top of any of your serums and things that you might be already using. Okay, so just a little bit about the packaging. It's a recyclable packaging. It's in an airless jar, which Adorn proudly puts its liquids where possible in airless. The reason for that is it maintains the integrity of all of those expensive, beautiful botanical ingredients we use. Once air gets into a product, it does start to obviously oxidize, which means the ingredients don't always work at their best ability. So we're big believers in airless. The other reason we use airless is you get full use of the product and it's not left at the bottom of the jar where you can't reach maybe 5 mils of it and you've wasted some money. So that's the airless jar. When you first get it, there may be a little bit of air at the top, so you might need to pump it a couple of times to get it to work. But once you do, you just press down on that jar, okay, and that's a full pump. Now that's enough to do your face, neck and your décolletage. You really don't need a lot of it, okay? And so it's a really quickly absorbed, lightweight product. It doesn't feel greasy at all. So once you've cleansed, you would pop this on. And I always like to put moisturizers or the primers on as soon as my skin's slightly dry but still damp, as you absorb products much better if the skin's warm from a shower or warm from still being washed. Okay, so there's a little tip. Don't wait for the skin to completely dry to pop that on. Okay, it's safe to put on the eyes, pop it over your lips as well. Now this product is jam-packed full of beautiful organic botanicals. It's got your shea butter, it's got your jojoba oil, which is really works well in synergy with the skin's natural sebum. You've also got coconut oil, coconut water, marshmallow extract, okay, and you've also got beautiful things like, you know, your rose water, papaya. It's just jam-packed full of amazing ingredients. So this is a definite must-have in your makeup bag, and it's always been a really popular product in the Adorn range since 9 years ago that I launched the brand. So now that the primer's on, you can apply your favorite foundation, your BB cream or whatever it is that you'd like to pop on now, and you'll get better results.